Hey. Okay. How are you today? That's good. I think I just did a Dora the Explorer moment, like, and what's the answer to the question? That's right! Oh, she's so creepy and weird. Like, I think it's weird. In my family, I like SpongeBob and like all of these like random things like Transformers and Star Wars, and I'll have like the Flash pajamas, like the superhero the Flash. I've got a pajama onesie and I've got pajama pants, whereas like my brother, he'll have like a Dora the Explorer like backpack, or I'm pretty sure he'd get something like Hello Kitty, and he'd wear like a Dora the Explorer t-shirt, and I think I bought my dad something Dora the Explorer once, and it's just funny because we do like gender role swap, but I think we can all pull it off because no one's ever gonna like say to my brother, "Oh, you look like a girl," because like he'll laugh and then he'll stare at you and they'll just be like, "I'm sorry." Like, he's not a mean person, but he's a 6'4" rugby player, so no one's gonna sit there going at him. So, and like, my dad's like the same height and kind of build, so no one's gonna be like, "You look stupid," because it just won't end well for them. But yeah, I don't know quite why I thought of that, but I did. And yeah, like, it's pretty hot today. I'm actually gonna open the sunroof. I didn't think it would be as warm because when I first got in the car, I'm like, this is actually quite nice. But now I have to turn on the car and open the sunroof because otherwise I'm gonna swelter. No music, don't start. That didn't happen. No, the car's not even fully on and it was making sounds. Silly car. Do you ever have that? Like, just technology just doesn't want to be your friend. Like, I'm pretty sure I put something in the microwave and I'm like, yeah, no, 30 seconds should do. And then, like, I left the room and I had to, like, do my hair or something, or I was doing my makeup, and I was like, yeah, no, I prefer things to cool down a bit before I have it. And I go out and I'd set it for, like, 30 minutes and, like, it's burning. And I'm like, oh no, what have I done? And yeah, so I don't really get along with technology. Or once I was making one of these, and then like a little pop-up notification came up saying, "It's time to do this," and it just cut off the video. And so I was like, well, that didn't end gracefully. So I like went and I was like editing it like on my phone, editing it until it like looked legitimate as an ending. And so yeah, I prefer to have an actual ending instead of just being like, and that's the ending, you know? Like, at the moment, I'm trying to plan something to do when I come to Canada in February, because I've got so many old friends there, and like, but a lot of them have kind of spread out. Like, I've got some who have moved to Alberta, I've got some who have moved to like Kamloops and stuff like that, and like my brother lives on Victoria Island, and it's just like, I want to see people, but I don't think I have that much traveling, especially because I don't have like a car. I'm not going to rent a car when I'm there, so I'm going to be going everywhere with Jordan. And I don't want to be like, "Oh, hey Jordan, drive me here." Yes, chauffeur, because I'll feel mean. And obviously I wouldn't want to just like use like her fuel like that. And so I'm going to try to get everyone else to use their fuel to come see me. Yeah. Like, like we'll all go out to dinner or something, and I don't know where to go out to dinner. When I lived there, we just hung out outside Subway at nighttime because we're so cool. And it's hard to plan because I don't know who's gonna be there. I don't know where to go. I don't know what kind of things. I don't know how to make a reservation. Even if I should make a reservation, I don't know what's gonna happen. And so I want to get all of these things done, but I can't do it without being there, and it's just bugging me because like I know there's 5 months till I'm there, but I like to be prepared like a Boy Scout. And I thought there was like a little like fluffy caterpillar just like jumping on the floor outside, but turns out it was just a piece of fluff. Yeah, in Australia the caterpillars are big and fluffy. I'll take a picture of one and put it on Facebook later on. Or maybe I'll put it on Tumblr or Instagram so that the caterpillar can have a nice radiant sunset glow and a cool border and be like half blurred and half focused. And all those other amazing photography things. You know, so I want people to... That was my foot. Like, I don't know if you heard it, but it was a squeak. And so I have to tell you it was my foot, because it was. But, yeah, I don't know if people would want to come out, like, all the way out to, like, where I'm going to be staying for, like, a dinner. But I figured, like, we could either go out to dinner, or we could make a day of it, or we could, like, all just go do some fun activity. And, like, it'll be in February, so it'll be pretty cold, and hopefully there'll be snow. So, like, we could even all meet on, like, on a mountain. Or we could all meet at Grouse Mountain and just, like, have a snowball fight, and then make a table out of snow, and then like make an igloo, and then take photos for like the Australians and be like, this is where we live, this is how we live, we all live in the snow. And I'm sure someone will believe it. I feel really bad because I stood on a snail last night, and there's like about 40 snails on a tree outside my house. I know it sounds really weird, but that's where they like to hang out and congregate. And it's been raining a lot lately, and so they've been kind of venturing away from the tree because they're like, oh, the ground's wet, so it makes our slide extra good, so now we can race. And so they're like, pew! Like across the front of my house and across the front of my driveway. And like, I don't know if I ever run any over, and I feel bad if I do. But I was walking, and I don't have a light in like my carport. You call it a carport because it's not a garage, it's just a thing you put your car underneath. But like, there's no light, so I can't see what I'm doing. I'm like carrying a big ass box of Pepsi Max cans, so I'm just focusing on not falling over or dropping it. And all I hear is and then I feel like my shoe like slips sideways, and I'm like, oh no, Mr. Snail. And I feel really bad because I'm always like, don't stand on my babies, don't stand on my good friends, oh, don't stand on them, they're my good friends. And like once I was driving with a friend, and I think there was like a baby snail on his windscreen, and he was like, I'll get it, and like went to start the windscreen wipers, and everyone in the car was like, no, don't do that, it's a snail. And like we all got really angry, and he didn't do it. And then we got out and we set him free and put him in a bush. And I don't know why I have such an attachment to snails. Like, I think it's because they don't have any legs, so I don't find them creepy. Because I only find bugs creepy if they have really lots of legs. Like, anything with more than 4 legs is just wrong. And millipedes and centipedes are my worst nightmare. And I think my brother actually put a millipede on his face once, like as a mustache. And like, it was one of those giant, like, Mexican ones. It was really disgusting. And, ew, now I feel like there's one on my face. Ew. But anyhow, and then I went out the next morning. And I was like, okay, I wonder if I can see the snail, like, in the sunlight, like, if, like, it's just a shell, then he lived, and if it's a whole thing, then I'll pick him up and put him in the bin with a flower, like a memorial service. And there was nothing there, and I'm like, okay, all y'all cannibal insects, you're really creeping me out now. And, like, I understand the circle of life, but when you see it up front and personal, it really is creepy. Okay, well, tomorrow I'm going to talk about some fun things that I've learned over the years, because tomorrow for me is Friday the 13th, and I'm excited for it, and I think I'm going to wear some creepy things and do dark creepy makeup, which means I'm going to get up half an hour earlier, so I'm going to get up at 5:25 instead of 5:50ish. Not really half an hour earlier, but 2 sets of snooze earlier, and that's a lot of snooze. Okay, so I'll talk to you tomorrow, and bye!